Look at that. It is. There you go. It's a little blustery today out here on the bike path. We are out for a little walk, right guys? And they're a little hyper. I think they're taking me for the walk, but just a casual walk out here. And we're gonna look along down here and see if we can see some Yadenite. Had a little rain last week, and that can always wash off the stones. So, hey, let's see what we can find. Right, there's some interesting pieces in this area. Nodule there, and it's a little bit more translucent, a dark color in there. A little more Yadenite. Those are two separate pieces. I took a chip off, and I can see inside that one. See if it'll focus in there. You can see all the variegation of colors. This stuff's really hard because it's silica, and we'll get some cuts off of these when we get home and see what they look like when inside. And I was noticing here, there's must be in the zone here because there's some pieces down here. This one's a lighter color. Definitely has some of that translucency going. Nice chunky piece, which makes great cabochons. This one, a little dirty, I really can't tell. What you got there, Russ? How about this one right here? Can you see that one? Yeah, get that one right there. A little bit higher, right here. Right here. Can you get it? Ruby's gonna help. Yeah, that's a few pieces in here. Okay, let me see. Get back. Let me see. Okay. Well, that could be. It's another could be. I really can't tell. But it definitely has that solid, semi-translucent, kind of waxy look that we're looking for to find this stuff. And when you cut it up, who knows, you might find really cool stuff. We'll see. I got both dogs here working for me. Digging into the hill. You find anything in there? New spot. You just gotta watch your shoes. They like to throw dirt in your shoes. Go ahead, get it, Rube. Rusty's like, I don't think they're really looking for Yadenite. But look at that digging. Look at him go. Go, Russ. Find that Yadenite. Get it, Rube. All right. No. You have to do better than that, guys. Oh, look at that. There's a little nodule right there. Yeah. Just a little guy. But definitely solid opalite. A couple more here. This one I chipped open a little bit, and you can see that it's got some different colors through it. It's not a lot of contrast, but it's very possibly a nice one. This one's sitting down here, and yeah, that could be a good one. Another one right here with oh yeah, look at that one. That one's got definitely a different color, lighter color, nodule pieces. I think all these are worth taking home and cutting. Get it. He says that's too big of a piece. All right, let me get it with the pick. Oh, it is a bigger piece. Oh, we like bigger pieces. All right. There, if the sun was out, I think you could see light through that. That'll be fun to cut. We'll cut that one right down the middle. This one's got a lighter color. One of the things about Yadenite is it's hard enough that it polishes up to a really good shine. Whether you're tumbling it or making cabs out of it, it works really well. See? But then right up here, I can see one underneath that definitely has that waxy appearance, and then you pick it up and it weighs twice as much as the other rocks. So we'll take that one and see what's inside of it. You see this one, Russ? Looks like there's two different kinds of pieces right here. You got a light colored one and a dark colored one. Both of them have that look to it. I got this large piece, and I saw that right there, and that's definitely got that waxiness to it. So I thought, well, who knows? So I busted off a corner over here, and look, it's got like banding and such in it. And that is such a heavy, thick piece. you get quite a few slabs off of it if it's anything good. If it's got colors that are desirable and those kinds of things. Some of these get a white crust on them, and it's almost impossible to get it off even with a tumbler, so you got to cut it off. But when they're like this, it's solid, and looks like a lot of it is very usable. Looks like right up here we've got another piece. The sun comes out, you can help. Ruby just stepped over it, but you can just tell by the shape of it that it's a piece of Yadenite. But I don't see, that one's pretty opaque, so we will leave that for somebody else. You guys having fun? Oh, it's so much fun. That's the bike path, and we're in this little wash cut right here, and we're just sitting to take a break. And down in here, all these rocks are lots of potential. There again, it really helps when the sun comes out. The first one that strikes me is this one in this little thing right here. And yeah, I can see colors. And then this is a large piece. It may not be very good quality, but we'll take a chip off of it and see. It's another piece right here. That one's not even moving, so let's see. Let's take a little side piece right off of that. Oh, we can look right inside of it. Yeah, that's not too good in there. That's okay. We will keep looking here. Now, let's see if I can get this one out. There it goes. That's a chunky something or other. Let's see what the something or other is. That is a hard one. So, I'm thinking we'll just take that one as it is and cut through it. How you doing, Russ? You got your little shady spot? So I'm still down in this hole, and I dug up another piece, just a piece like this, and I don't know if you can see, but I got a little carried away. That was one piece, and then I busted it in half, but there is color and translucency, so if I didn't fracture it too far all the way through, that could be a really nice piece. But I don't like having fractures in my pieces, so we'll have to cut around any fractures that I made. But we're in a good area. What are you crying for? You're ruining my video. You don't care? Oh, you think it's your video? It's about time we can walk this little area here, and then we'll take our finds, go home, and fire up the saw. Look at this one. Oh, I don't know if it's too decomposed. Sometimes the water gets inside these things and freezes and busts them apart. That almost looks like common opal the way it is. So don't know if it's a new fracture or old fracture. It's definitely a heavy piece. Let's cut a little piece off of it, or just cut it in half. There we go. What do we got? Oh yeah, it's very fractured. I promised the dogs this would be my last piece. Look at this one. All the way around. Got that translucency. You can see down inside of it. Very cool. I told you we're leaving, Russ. With the sun not out, it's kind of hard to see the glow through it, but it definitely has that. So that is nice. It's the last one, Russ, I promise, unless I see another one. All we gotta do is get to the little white truck up there. Sorry, Russ, I found another one. Look at the size of that piece, Russ. Oh, look at the purdy on the sides. Russ, I'm sorry. This one's got to go too. Oh, that is a potentially very nice piece. Okay, well, we'll leave this one and we'll grab this one. What's this one right here? Oh, that's just too interesting to leave behind. I must be getting close to 15 pounds here. Keep finding these nice little chunks. Look at that one. Oh yeah, baby. I like that one. It's got little banding in it. Okay. Whew. All right, the wind's picking up. I'm gonna shut down because you can't probably hear me anyway. It's time to make some noise and some mess. I'm sitting here at the saw, ready to cut these pieces of Yadenite up, and obviously it turned out to be a really good Yadenite hunting day. I went for just a casual walk and the Rockhounding and me took over, and I ended up bringing back 20 pounds of stuff. Now, I don't know if any of it's good, but we're gonna cut it open here into slices and see what we find, and we could be really pleasantly surprised. I won't make you watch me cut all of these. I'll go ahead and just cut them, and I'll get you some pictures afterwards. Let's get started. Not all the pieces, like for instance this one, nice and heavy, has some nice translucent parts in it, but when we spray it, you can see that this has these voids in there and cracks, and so when I cut a slice off of this rock, the other side of it just fell apart, not leaving us with anything big enough to make a cabochon. There's some other ones that look pretty good. I got one here. I got multiple slabs off of. See all kinds of variation of color. I really like the bands type stuff down here. This is the next slab. It's got some neat colors and banding all the way around. Left this one full. Those are pretty cool. And then I got another one here. A lot of variety of colors and pattern sections, like in that there. It's got like little white specks. I don't know if it'll focus in that close, but yeah, that just adds interest. And easily you can make stuff. Got some darker ones, pretty much on the dark side, but yet it's got some other elements in there that are almost jasper-like, and it's very solid. When it's solid, it makes it a lot easier to cut slabs out of it. Let's try this one here. Pretty cool. As these are polished, this part, like right in here where those specks are, that becomes translucent, so you can actually see layers of those little white specks down in through there. And here we've got some, I love the colors of these ones right here, and the way there's definite banding lines. I got a whole series from this piece that I like. Then you got this one, that whole center section there, all along there, that's pretty translucent. If I held it up to the sun, you'd be able to see right through that. To me, it looks like honey. But y'all know I'm colorblind, so I have to rely on my honey to tell me what the colors are. And we got some more pieces over here. Pretty pieces. Incredible patterns in that one. And it's solid. That one's got really dark patterns. All of these should make really decent cabochons. And then over here, picked out a few miscellaneous odds and ends. This one's definitely a lighter color, but it's got those specks through it. The whole thing is translucent. It's crazy patterns. Got some pretty ones where I guess it's a part of those same ones up there. This one, I don't know if I can do much. You can see the same thing where you got issues with all the gaps. So probably when I grind it down, it'll fall apart, but there's some nice ones. And then this stone here, this one does have checks in it, but look at that. That's really, it looks almost like it could be like a porphyry. It's got that definitely agate or opal looking translucent stuff. But anyway, I'm glad we have it, and it only happens one place on the earth as far as we know, and it's right here in good old Klamath Falls. So if you're not from Klamath Falls, it'd be interesting to hear from you. What unique minerals exist in your area?